So this video is gonna be me actually journaling, page out of my diary. What it do?
Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the man.
I can't believe I did an intro and I was like, huh, it didn't record. Okay, let me start over. Hey babies, welcome back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Victoria. That's your ultimate fave, Udozi Goddess. And I'm so excited to show you my surroundings. Hope you guys can see that clearly. So, on the previous heart to heart, not even heart to heart with a fave. Okay, let me call it what I usually title it. On a previous page out of my diary, I was telling you guys how I've been feeling, and as you guys know, if you honestly like watch my videos and keep up with them, you would know that I put a video out 2 weeks after the actual thing have happened, and I have my reasons for doing that. First of all, I feel like I don't want to share my worries in real time because people are messy out here, mostly in the space of spiritual people in general. People are messy and people can literally like mess up with your things, you know. So I feel it is safe for me to actually do what I do, even when it's not like in real time. If I'm putting something out and I'm saying I'm not okay, it's not me in that moment, in the uploading moment. It's me 2 weeks ago. I was not okay. So fine. On that video, I said to you guys, I'm going to tell you guys how I actually wanted a baby and what I thought the baby was going to help me with. So I'm going to give you my reasons because I still feel like before I get into like the story time, I still want a baby. And I've actually wanted a baby since I was in high school. If I'm being honest with you, I just never felt pregnant. And I know there were some rumors of me like having done an abortion, and which is not true, honestly. I wouldn't have done an abortion when I want a baby dearly. And it's so surprising how there are actually so many story times in one story time that I'm going to do. So I actually dated a lot of guys. If you haven't watched a few of my story times about me telling you guys about my 2016, the year I lost my virginity, I would advise you do that. I will try to link them down below. Why can't I speak? In peace? And it's getting late. The sun is going down, and I'm very far from home. But yeah, we're not there. So yeah, man. So there was this guy that I dated. I know I mentioned him in the story that he got another girl pregnant. So I was dating him, and there was a time where I was sleeping with him and we were not using protection, but I just never felt pregnant. Instead, the other girl felt pregnant. And then in 2 years, no, not even 2 years, the year after that, 2017, I dated this one guy. I think I'll make a story time about our relationship another time, but I dated this one guy and he got another girl pregnant, and he denied the whole time up until he finally like agreed over. Yeah, it happened. It was a one night stand. It was when you and I were fighting. This guy, I just got a text. This guy was a serial liar, guys. If I tell you, oh babe. So yeah. So last year. So no, I've always felt like potentially I could be infertile. You know, I felt like I could be infertile, but I've had this thing, like I wanna have a baby, and now that I'm living my truth, I'm dating girls, I'm like having. But why am I getting amazing texts and I'm getting distracted? Oh babe, like literally it's so amazing. Mind you, I just got a cleansing. Oh babe, I don't even know what to do or how to act, but it's fine. So now that I've started living in my truth and I know that I want to end up with a girl, I've dated someone for over 2 years and I know how they felt when I was starting like to think about babies, me wanting to have babies. Because if it's 2 girls, guys, it's so difficult to even think about it because we're young, we're not like financially stable like that to be being able to pay for IVF just for fertilization, not even fertilization, for fertilization, for getting the baby in your womb. I forgot what that word is. I was literally thinking about it before I came here, but it feels like when I was cleansing, I washed away my memory because I can't even speak. But yeah, conception, for just for conception, you would literally need over tens of thousands. The shade is getting to me. So yeah, so that is the case. I know how it is to be like to want to have a baby but not know where to go. So literally last year I had like, we fell off with her, my ex-girlfriend, the one that you guys know. We fell off with her, and because of distance I was like, I cannot do this anymore. And then, but whilst I was at it, I started talking to someone who was a girl. And then me and this girl we shared so many things alike. And I remember this because I just came to the river, and most of the time when I was coming here, I used to come with her. Man, she was so suitable for me, She was so suitable for me. I just fucked up again, like I always do. I just fucked up and lost her. But yeah, we used to come here together. She's spiritual. She's not a sangoma, but like we are born so yeah. So me and this person would come here. She's cute. Oh babe, she's my type. Like literally. The only thing that went wrong is I did shit. I wanted more, And me and this girl were literally talking about how we want to have kids. No, I was telling her of how I want to have a kid. Oh, mosquitoes. I was telling her of how I want to have a kid, like my dreams. And she was like, I also want that. But because of she's a stud and obviously still is a virgin because she's never been with a guy. Because she's a stud. You get me? So yeah, that was the case with her. I felt like I can hear sounds of people talking. So I don't know if it's me, if I'm going crazy, I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes. Like, it's crazy, babe. So yeah, I was like, and she was like, babe, I'm like financially stable. We can do this. Financially, I'm there. I'm here for you. We can have a baby. Like, but we were starting to have this conversation after we fell off because I started talking to somebody else. Like basically cheated on her, but I was just talking to somebody else and it was not serious. Our thing was not like entirely serious. We didn't say we want to have a relationship. We just wanted to have a baby. That was like the mutual goal we had together. But energy wise, I felt like she was lacking a lot of things that I wanted. And it's not even like this other person I started talking to after her was bringing that to the table, because if she was, I would still be with her right now. But yeah, so we wanted a baby. So this, babe, remember, we started weighing out options. We started to weigh out our options. We were like, how are we gonna do it? And when I say this was after we broke up, because she was still coming to my house. We would talk, you see, like we would talk. We would talk. She would come to my house. We would talk. We would have walks, just like a couple. But we just saw that we're not suitable for each other like that. I just even remembered that she was the one who broke up with me before I started talking to somebody else, actually, because she was like, she doesn't think I deserve her. No, she doesn't think she deserves me. all that bullshit. So that was the case with her, but we were like, okay, we both want babies and she cannot carry a baby. Basically, she has had a lot of complications even if she wanted to do it. I feel like I'm going to expose this person by telling y'all the situation with her tummy, but girl, fine. And then I was like, I wouldn't mind carrying the baby for us. And she was like, I don't mind being there the whole entire time for the baby, like she's mine, to the point where I could just be her godmother. It was like that good. And I was like, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. She was like, I got the money, we could do IVF like now, because she's a bit older than me. I think she was 25 last year, so she's 26. She got the bag and we were like, oh fine, fuck, let's do this. But problem is, when you guys want donors, like sperm donors, it takes time because they are going to put you on a waiting list. It's annoying, yabo. Fine. And then I heard about the black market, but it's we didn't want to wait. Like, we literally wanted to have the baby now. We wanted to be pregnant now. Fine, cool. The signs are still there. The ancestors are still with me. So yeah, we literally wanted to have the baby now. It was like, we were thinking about it, and she was like to me, babe, so there's this particular person I've been talking to for a very long time, for over years now. We've been talking about having a baby together, but we are not romantically involved. We just think we would make a bomb-ass child who would look good. Like, literally. So yeah, I was telling her about this guy. I was like, this guy could potentially be the guy who would be there to donate his sperm. But this guy wanted to be a part of the baby's life, and we were like, we don't want that. I personally don't even want that, because I know that I love girls so much. I do find niggas attractive, don't find me wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. I could date a guy now, but I don't think I would want to sleep with them, because I find men attractive, but I don't want to be involved with them sexually. They don't arouse me. When they touch me, I get I don't even know how to explain it. But I would date a guy, as long as, like, we're dating, we're going out on dates, we're talking, we're fine. I would put celibacy on the table and date a guy. That's it. So it was like, I could just swallow it up and be like, I'm doing it to get pregnant, I could sleep with a guy just to get pregnant. I would do it. I wouldn't mind doing it. Fine. She was like, look at it. If we get pregnant, I'm gonna be in your life forever. We would have to make things right. We share a surname, by the way. I feel like I've gave it away already, because you guys will know who this person is. But it's fine. So we were like, we're going to make things right. We are going to move in together, because I also want to have a baby in a home where they can say, that's my home, not my mom's home. Like, basically that. And then that was the case. Fine. When I tell you that, man, guys, there are bugs. When I tell you guys that we looked into it and we were like, no, we want to have a cute baby, and a black person won't cut it. Honestly, like, a black person won't cut it, because first of all, there's traditions involved, and I said we are both spiritual, so we can't run away from the fact that they have to introduce the child to the family, slaughter a goat, all of that. And you cannot expect the family to do all of that when you know you don't want the father of the child to be a part of it, So I was like, dang. When she brought this to my attention, I was like, Valley, we cannot have a baby with a black person. Like, we can't accept a donor from a black guy because comes with tradition, and for us, we can't run away from it. Like, we literally can't run away from it. You see how I am, so do you think I'm gonna be able to run away from tradition? Like, tell me how. Like, just tell me how. And obviously I want to end up with a woman, So this other person, I started, no, not even before I get to that. And then we arranged this, like, we thought about it. I remember we used to spend late nights just taking long walks, talking about this, thinking about the baby. We literally even have the name. We had the name to this child. We were like, because of my sexuality and it being influenced by Ilozi. And my parents being homophobic, it was like, this baby, when we get this baby, we would know that our ancestors are with us. Like, this would be a sign that vele bavumile, like bare amuhetse, that was going to be the baby's name. That was going to be the baby's name. We were like, when we were talking about her, we were like, bare amuhetse, she's going to be so amazing. We wanted the child to be a girl. Like, I want my child to be a girl. If I get a girl, I'm gonna have one child. But if I start off by having a boy, then excuse that noise. Then I'm going to have that boy and then try again. Then if it comes the girl, but 2 is like max. I ain't fine, dude. We started talking about this. She started like putting up people she knows that are not black, that she knows that she has engaged with. She was like, we can want like a donor from this person, and then we could literally go to the fertility clinic and do this and get done with it. And I was like, like, I wouldn't mind busting it open just for the baby. She was like, are you for real? I was like, babe, I've been with niggas. Like, there's nothing. Literally, I would get pregnant. Like, literally. I was like, I wouldn't mind busting it open just to have this baby. She was like, fine. And then I remember when I was in grade 10, I know I used to brag about this boy a lot, and I don't think I'm gonna say his name or like import his pictures or whatever. When I was in grade 10, I was talking to this guy. It was also 2016. I was talking to this guy who was from the other town. I don't even know how I got introduced to this person. He was the brand ambassador of my brand, because you guys know that I had a brand, or I have a brand, or a brand. Fine, a clothing brand. Fine, I think I would mess it up for myself if I post this nigga's pictures, because I just got in contact with him again. So it was like, actually, the reason why I said I wouldn't mind busting it open for them to have a baby is because this guy has always wanted like to. Like, basically, he wanted me like that. So fine, we dated. I think we started talking in 2016, 2017, 2018. I remember I repeated grade 11. When I was repeating grade 11, I think he was doing grade 12 or something. When I was doing grade 12, he was working. And then we were still talking when I was doing grade 12. We were talking, fine. But then this guy was like, one of these cute guys who date everybody, like literally everybody knows him. When you pull up and say, this is my boyfriend, who, man, she's basically on every girl's gallery. Go a celebrity of some kind. Fine. And then now this guy, This guy, I loved this guy's eyes. He has blue eyes. He's a white guy. Actually, he's a white guy, so he has blue eyes. I loved his hair. Like he used to have pretty I don't know how to explain it, but he used to have like pretty hair. And I was like, for his genes, like, and I've always said this while I was growing up, I was like, please, when I'm ready to have a baby, and I told him, I was like, when I turn 22, I want to be pregnant by your child. Marriage has never been a thing for me. It has never been in my mind like that. Like I've always been like, marriage is not a thing for me. When I could just have a baby and live my life with that baby, because girl, I have so many plans for me and my girl. Yeah, but when I get pregnant and have a girl, I have so many plans for me and that girl. Like she would literally be my best friend. She would literally be everywhere and anywhere with me. And look at it this way. The reason why I want a baby is because I'm already alone. I'm so ready to like start building up my life so that when I reach Boma 28, me and baby girl will be out and about, like having vacations and whatever. I want them to like, I want my baby to live like a really good life. But I won't be able to do that hasikili at that age, because it's like at that age, what if it happens that I've already found a person I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I'm not willing to pay for IVF. I'm not willing to pay for fertility clinics. I would rather just suffer with the baby. What if happen like the pregnancy, because the pregnancy won't be natural. What if I'm going to deal with like pregnancy complications, the baby is gonna come out sick and whatever. I don't want that. Like I would rather just do it the natural way. I would rather do that sacrifice, and then I would know. Like happy is not like I'm one person I had whatever. If I go out to Groove, it will be because somebody asked me to go with them. But Nanje Kiri, like I wanna go to Groove and like party. No, I'm not that type of person. So I feel like that is why I actually want to have a baby. So that is my reason. Reason number 2. Oh, back to what I was telling you about this guy. So we spoke. It's been a while. It's like touch and go, because like we could never build like a solid relationship. And then I started to talk to this girl about this guy. I was like, I have an ex. Because it was last year, so it's literally 2 years after we stopped talking. I was like, there's this guy, yes. Like this guy. But guy is sneaky, girl. Because he started talking to some of my friends, to my cousins. Like it was like, what are you trying to do? But I was not there because I just got into a relationship with my ex. Fine. He was even talking to like my best friend of that time. It's like, cool, good for you. She was posting him the way I like. And I was like, that guy, you know when you're like, good luck with him. Like, I'm not even gonna fight you. And she came back on some, nah, that guy, yeah. So, here's the thing. Like I said, I don't want the father to be a part of the baby's life. So with this guy, I know that that's a benefit for me, because he even left for America. He's in the US right now. We're still communicating though, because in his head we are a couple, or we are fuck buddies, or I don't know what we are, but we are like constantly talking. And he's coming back in November. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't watch my videos, because this could like potentially ruin everything for me, because I still want to get pregnant when I'm 22, and I'm turning 22 this year. So brace yourself for pregnancy content. So that's the reason why I want like biracial kids, because I don't want to deal with like ancestor ceremonies, introducing the baby to like the family. I just want somebody to like donate to me, semen to me, and then they can go live their lives. I'll deal with the baby. The baby will be mine alone, actually. So yeah, that is the case. That is the story. But I don't know if I'm leaving anything behind. Oh, how the thing actually went on. So because I think it was early, man. It was early last year. I think before June, when this was going on, or in August. I just don't remember when it was. Me and this girl were literally talking. I think it was in August. Yeah, me and this girl were literally like talking about everything, like how are things going to go, preparing, telling this guy that I'm home alone, and this this one day I was like, girl, I think I wanna do it. Like, I don't know when I'm ovulating, I don't know none of those things. I was like, I think I should call him because guy is a very outgoing person and he would ask for nudes. And then I'm not comfortable. Even with him, he wants me to he wants us to have sex and enjoy, you know? And I'm always like, why don't you just donate your sperm to me? He be like, girl, if you want to get this sperm, you gotta get it like direct. You gotta get me correct. Like, I'm not just gonna masturbate and put it in, like, and give it to you. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, let's have sex. Fine. So this one time I was basically just home alone, and I texted guy. So he lived like 2 towns from where I was living. He was living in Vanderbilt. And then I texted him and I said, I'm home alone. He was like, you're lying. I was like, I'm telling you the truth. He was like, okay, send me the location. I was like, texted girl, I just told him I'm home alone. She was like, you're kidding me. I was like, no, I'm not. And then we fine. Baby girl was like, are you sure you're gonna do this? I said, I don't know. Are you sure you're gonna do this? Guy like, girl, I don't know. But let the guy just come and we'll see. Fine. I didn't know what to do. I didn't take anything for preparations. Stupid me didn't even go Ngasendumbeni and like say stay with me or like make a concoction for fertility. Nothing. Nada. Zero. None. I fine. Cool. And then guy called. Like, he was calling non-stop. It was like, it's a 20 minutes drive from Vanderbilt to Dennisville. I fine, cool. He called me. He was like, I'm already there. But then I don't, like, your location keeps getting lost. I was like, how? He was like, I'm here. I was like, you were? And I texted girlfriend again, he's here. And then I went outside. I stood up there. When I stood outside, he pulled up to my gate. He pulled up to my gate. And then, when I tell you I was so scared. Fine, no. I got into the car and then we started talking. I was like, I think my mom is about to return home now because you took time to get here. He was like, no, but it's far. This side is far. I was like, I could. Fine. He was like, let's go to the shops. We went to the shops. He bought me snacks. He gave me money. He said like, Tara, buy airtime. So he chills a lot with black people, so he knows like life yakas. Basically, he can even speak our language. So he was like, hey, cool, a vibe. And then I don't know B&Bs. I don't know rooms to rent. I don't know what you guys even call them. It was weird. He was like, so where are we going? Because you want this nut, right? I was like, I want that nut. You know I do. Fine. We came this side, Razula. But then we didn't find what we wanted. We went to, I think, Valprive, and then was it because he was white? They like set a crazy price. And he was like, no, girl, you know what? Let's go to Vanderbilt and like have the sex. I was like, okay, cool. Meanwhile, like texter, girl, like, so where are places? And a guy is so comfortable with me. He's like, he wants to look into my phone. And he's like, are you talking to your friend? I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to my friend. Not knowing, okay, that's fine. We went We had that sex. When I tell you it was so uncomfortable, yo, dude, yo. When I tell you it was so uncomfortable, it was so painful. I even came home depressed. I came home depressed. I was so angry. I was angry at that girl. I even forgot her resonating. I will bust it open. I forgot. When I tell you I went out Kayodula. When I came back, he dropped me off, went home, and he was so happy, kissing on me, telling me like, I'll see you, baby. What. I was like, oh, please go. I was like, dude, like, please go. Please leave. Went home. Fine, I changed. Like, freshened up and changed and told girl, like, Bona, I'm back. And then girl was like, let me pull up. She came. When she came, and I obviously had to give her response to her, like, how did everything go? Did I not cry? Told her like, no, it was not cool because now So basically, I told her like, nah, it was not good at all because I don't know when was the last time I actually had dick. So the penetration was painful, and he was out there. He was out there like doing it hard because he was like satisfying himself. He had to be satisfied for him to not, right? So he was satisfying himself. He was so satisfied. He was so happy, actually. You could literally see it in his eyes. In his blue pretty eyes. You would literally see it. And I was like, I hope I'm pregnant. And he was like checking up on me, like, are you pregnant yet? Like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm not coming back. Spent like, I remember I was doing like research like a crazy person. And I think I don't know if like that's the only reason why I didn't fall pregnant. If it was because I was stressing about it. But I was researching like a crazy person, and then after 2 weeks I literally went to the clinic. I was like, I don't want to buy a pregnancy test. Like, I want to go to the clinic and do it. When I got there, I was like, I'm here to test. While I got the test, I get anything and everything. Because, remember, I was not being sexually active. Like, he was not my sexual partner. So, basically, I don't know what's happening with him. I don't know his status. I don't know anything. I've just been talking to him. And like I said, he is involved with a lot of girls. And I don't know who is who in the zoo. Yeah, he's saying he's not sexually active. But boys are lying. Boys are lying. Fine, went to the clinic. And when I got there, I was literally scared. I was scared. Like, I could feel my heart wanting to tear apart a t-shirt and like run. Hi babes, I got there, tested for HIV, tested for pregnancy, and what else? No, they just did like BP, bro. I fine. Yeah, the test came out negative. They came out negative. When I tell you I wanted to cry so bad, I wanted to cry. I kept on asking the nurse, like, pregnancy test ever accurate after how long? Like, tell me I'm crazy or something, because I want this baby. Like, I want to have this baby now. Like, why? Why am I not pregnant? That nurse was like, nah, girl, you're still young. Man, don't worry about it. Go have sex. I was like, if you knew how much admin having sex is, because why can't two girls get each other pregnant? Why can't two girls get each other pregnant? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. And then I don't even remember what happened, but we started like we were always talking with this girl up until she figured who I was talking to somebody else, and I was enjoying this other person's time. And Elena Gelkim like, when I want a baby, and with her, it was I felt like I had kids because she has 2 babies. She has like 2 kids. She's a stud also. She has 2 kids, but they're not mine. I was like, I admire the fact that you already have kids, but I want like mine. I want to have my own. Like, I want to worry about it now and live the rest of my 20s knowing how like I have a baby, and everything that comes after that. Like, it is so painful to see, mostly if the person you're with, like, you guys are committed. I don't think Kelly, this other girl, would have agreed for me to be like sexually active with this other person if me and her were like still in it, like deep in it, in a relationship. But because we were just exes who had like the same goal and who was trying to help each other get there, we saw it like as an easy way out to like do it together. But when I introduced the topic to this one that I started talking to, she was like, no, you're not gonna do that. How are you gonna have a baby? You're with me. It feels so much like cheating, and I understand why it does. I totally understand why it does, but I honestly want a baby. I still feel like that. I still feel like I want to have a baby before I'm 25. Like, you don't understand. I wanna be the flyest mom on planet Earth. I want to be the flyest mom. I want to be the coolest mom. I want to be a young mom and have so many activities with my baby before I get tired, before my body gets tired. Because one thing about me, I'm a lazy ass. So while I'm still young, I'll be able like to create a bond with my baby, have like a strong bond, like amazing things, man. I just had a goal of having like a baby while I'm still young. It has always been in my head for like when I'm 22, I want to be pregnant. And so surprising how my mom had me when she was 22. So yeah, man, that's it from me. Please don't forget to subscribe. I spoke for too long. Have to carry that. Okay, back to the vlog. Spoke for too long. And it's getting cold. Oh, I forgot to mention. So, Guy is in the US right now. He found a job in the US. So, it is good for him. It is good for the both of us. It is going to be good for the baby. Because with him being far, I wouldn't mind telling the baby who are like, your father is this person. But when this person is near, obviously they are going to want to be part of the baby's life, and I don't want that. Like, it's fine for a baby to know, for a kid to know, like, your father ke mamang udula kae. Period. When you're old enough, you will visit him. And also, if he wants to have like a relationship with his daughter or his son, whatever the gender of the child is going to be, girl, I keep on hearing people's voices. I just had a laughter. Weird. So yeah, like I was saying, I wouldn't mind for him. I wouldn't mind because I don't think he's gonna be all up in my ass. Like, he's busy in the US. Like, he won't be all up in my ass telling me how he wants to see the baby, how he wants the baby to come over. Like, I just want to have that experience of having my baby alone, you know? Like, that's it. Like, I just want the baby to be mine. And then when they grow up, when they want to know who their father is, they can know who the hell their father is. But for now, I want to have a baby dead. And I've been saying, I want to have my own home or work towards it. And I want to be financially there, like financially ready, mentally ready to actually be a parent. And now walking into my next chapter, I hope you guys are ready for what's going to come up, because I told you, when you feel like life is doing this, you're going this way actually. So thank you so much for watching up until this point. If you have watched up until this point, please comment Medusa or just river cleansing. No, comment Medusa down below, just so that I know that people are actually watching up until this point. I will see you on the vlog that I took on this day. So it was really nice chilling with you, catching a sunset on a river. Like, it's so amazing. It is so amazing. I hope you guys are ready for like the good things that are coming. You know, it has to go wrong before it becomes right. In my words. So I didn't journal. I decided to shoot this video instead. So I guess I will journal when I get home. So let me get out of here.